Right, Mark, 5 games into the season. How has it gone for you so far?
Yeah, I think can and must do better. To be honest with you, yeah, you look at the 5 games. I think there's been some positives in most of those fixtures, but at the end of the day, we appreciate we've got to get points on the board. And we have to do that. We're fully aware of that, and yeah, I think it's been a slightly disappointing start from us. I think if you look at the games, Concord at home, first game of the season. I don't think we didn't sort of turn up on that day really. I think Concord surprised us a little bit, with their quality and their tempo and their play, and it was a poor first game of the season for us. I thought we then gave a good reaction to two away games against Chippenham, then Eastbourne. I thought we sort of played okay at Chippenham. I thought we worked very hard. I thought we showed some good battling qualities. Never an easy place to go, Chippenham. They don't give anybody an easy game down there. So I thought there were some positives there, and we got our first point of the season. The Eastbourne game on the Saturday was a little bit of a farce in many ways. I mean, awful conditions down there. I mean, both myself and Lee Bradbury sort of said probably worst conditions we've ever sort of been involved in. The wind was horrendous down there, and it was a little bit of a case of sort of a game of two halves. You had to try and stick in there against the wind first half and then try and maximise the second. And perhaps a slightly disappointing, as I said, in that game, second half with the wind behind us, that we couldn't sort of win that game. But again, away point, you're never too disappointed with that. We then played Hampton and Richmond, didn't we, on last Tuesday, and I thought controlled the game for large parts. I had a lot of possession of the ball first half, but I perhaps felt we lacked a little bit of penetration in our play. But we got off the second half off to a good start, by scoring to make it 2, and then pretty quickly 3 after that, and looked pretty comfortable. And then, as we said before, we then sort of started to make silly mistakes and almost let Hampton back into it. So, that was the first 4 games. You're thinking, 4 games, 2 away draws, managed to get the win against Hampton. Let's see if we can go to Welling and get something. And I've got to say, I was quite disappointed with us at Welling on Saturday. I didn't think we showed enough urgency and enough desire really to go out there and really try and get 3 points in the game. I didn't see that from my players on Saturday, which was really disappointing. Yes, we accept that we're going to lose games of football sometimes. We don't want to, but you can't win every single game you play. There are going to be defeats, but I was just a little bit disappointed with our lack of lack of urgency really to get the result. And I didn't when I looked around at all of the players, I didn't see too many, in my opinion, that I thought were really sort of breaking their necks to try and get the 3 points for us. I thought it was a little bit of a lacklustre, sort of bit of a lackadaisical type of performance that really disappointed me. Having said that, we did show some good quality to get back in the game at 1-1, and I thought deservedly back in the game. We scored a very good goal, good sort of move that, between involving Zach McEachran, Kyron, Josh Ashby, good goal. And then obviously, to then concede more or less straight from the kick-off and give a penalty, giving the penalty away, just wasn't good enough from us, and I think that sort of was a bit of a psychological blow that we didn't really recover from. Third goal, I'm not too sort of worried about. We were pushing, trying to sort of, get the equaliser. We'd left ourselves a bit thin at the back. But yeah, the manner of the second goal was very, very sort of poor from us.
Right, so we now look forward to welcoming Hemel and then our trip on Bank Holiday Monday to Bath. How are you sort of preparing for those 2 tough fixtures?
Well, we need to improve, so plenty of work on the training ground this week. I'm just looking at things we can do better in our own game. I think the analysis is very good on all of the opposition now. At this level, we get access to all of the games. The game footage of the opposition and things like that, and we can look back at how the opposition have been doing. But I am a believer that you've got to sort of focus a lot of what you're doing on your own performance, because if you can get what you're trying to do get it going well, you know, it can be difficult for the opposition to stop, and you've got to perform to a consistent level every week anyway. So yes, by all means we need to be aware of the opposition, and we need to be aware of some of the things that some of their danger men, that type of thing. But I think we got to focus on getting our own game right, and the consistency in our performance levels are important.